And here we go. Hello, this is Locke Michaels. I am the Dirt Farmer, and I'm coming to you from the Dirt Farmer Studios in beautiful downtown Farmville. It's Wednesday, October 24th, 2012, and this is your DIRTCAST. This is kind of a breaking news DIRTCAST because Zynga, we have a problem. And as you can see, and that's the last time I'm going to say as you can see because I've been told I say that too much, on your screen, this is our "We Have a Problem" banner that we will post whenever Zynga is having issues. And tonight it's not only Zynga, in fact it might not even be Zynga at all. It appears to be Facebook itself. Facebook's been going through several upgrades, glitches, tweaks over the last at least week, the past weekend at least, possibly longer. Now the publishing and dialog box inside your farm will not publish. It just keeps spinning. The private messages are still out for a lot of people. If you don't have an existing message open with somebody and you try and create a new one, you probably can't do that. And please keep in mind this may not be affecting everyone, but it's affecting enough people that we're getting multiple complaints on the Dirt Farmer. The news feed itself was acting up tonight. If you use the Farmville filtered news feed, and when I say Farmville filtered news feed, we have a list on the Dirt Farmer that you can go to. It's in our helpful resources section on our Facebook page, where you can actually see a Farmville only feed for your Farmville. Most of you already know about this. If you don't, you can get the link by going to the Dirt Farmer. As you can see here, it also has one for Farmville 2. We also have one for all games. You can do one for just photos, just status updates. You can actually filter your news feed just to see what you want to see. And when you're playing Farmville, and specifically playing Farmville, a lot of people use this, and tonight it hasn't been working. We do know that if you keep refreshing the page, you can actually get the Farmville filtered news feed, but you have to keep doing that. I've had to do it several times tonight because it will go back to no post shown. And as as you see right here, I'm going to try and ask for something inside of Farmville. We'll see if we can get the publish box to come open. And looks like Shockwave's trying to crash, isn't responding. Look here, this is very important. When you get that specific alert, that just means Shockwave is trying to catch up. That doesn't mean Shockwave has crashed. A lot of people think when you see that little pop-up with Shockwave asking you to close down that you've actually crashed. No, that's just Shockwave doing so much your computer has got tired of waiting for it. When Shockwave actually crashes, your entire screen will go dark or go gray, and you'll see a little not smiley face, but a little frowny face sometimes if you're on Chrome. Firefox has a different one, and you will actually be kicked out. What you just saw pop up there, that's just too much information coming through at one time, and I'm glad it happened because I was trying to catch that on video to explain to a lot of people. That is just your computer got tired of waiting for Shockwave to load something, so it asked you to close. Just ignore it. Ignore it and wait for it to catch up. That may solve most of your crashing issues. And as I've been talking, we've been looking at the publish box, the dialog box or the publish box right here, trying to publish. Pretty much Farmville's dead right now. If you can't publish anything, and we don't know if this is universal, we don't know if it's affecting 100% of all users or a small percentage, but it seems to be affecting a lot of people right now. It's not just you, it's happening to everybody. I can't get anything to publish no matter how many times I try. It will just sit there, and it's also not counting either, so it's not doing anything. It's still spinning, and I can still ask for another one, so it's not using up my ask for this item. I don't have to wait 6 more hours. I don't have to wait 12 more hours to ask again. It's not doing anything. It's not even connecting to Facebook right now. And we're having issues all over the place, so please just bear with us. Hopefully Facebook, well, don't bear with us, we're sitting here reporting it. but hopefully Facebook will get this fixed shortly. They've been working on this for several days, and it just seems like we're getting more and more bugs and more glitches from our Facebook tools. You will remember that timeline was supposed to go into effect for everyone universally, I believe just a few weeks ago. It's entirely possible that these are the last tweaks that are deleting the old Facebook. Something very important we want to talk about. The old Facebook, which you can still see if you've used a timeline remover. Basically, that timeline remover doesn't do anything special. It turns your Chrome, your 2012 Chrome, with all its security updates, all its modifications, all its abilities to scan Facebook and anything else on the web. It turns your Chrome, your browser, into an 8-year-old version of Internet Explorer that basically is so blind it can't see timeline. That's all you've doing. You've blinded yourself so you can't see timeline. What else it's done to your computer? That's the question, because we had a lot of people that had installed, specifically said, I installed timeline remover. Dozens of them were having tons of problems. They couldn't even access Facebook. If you have installed timeline remover and you're having problems, remove it, reboot Chrome. If you can't do that, you may need to delete Chrome and re-add it. And just to test it, you may want to go to Internet Explorer or to Firefox or another browser to see if that one will work. I'm not necessarily saying all the timeline removers are the same, but we've gotten a lot of complaints. And when I posted a warning last night, we got a lot of people that basically said, I've got timeline remover. I hate timeline. I'm not going back. I'm sticking to the remover. It's working fine. I hope it does for you. But most of them, I'm not sure if all, but most of them are through Chrome. There are a few through Firefox, and they will basically just blind your computer. All the security updates for all the viruses, for all the hacks, for all the phishing that are built into the new Chrome are not going to be in your Chrome if you load most of the timeline removers. We've been saying this since day one. We did a full-scale investigation when these things first came out, and it's not a very popular stand. The Dirt Farmer has stood steadfast on the fact that these things will basically, as one of my admins said last night, Heather mentioned to me, it basically turns your computer into a very large paperweight. We would advise not downloading the timeline remover. Timeline isn't that bad. In fact, it's pretty great once you get to use it. And I'll say it and I'll stand by it. I hated timeline when it first popped over, but once you get used to it, once you use it, once you play with it, it has a lot of features that are very interesting, to be honest with you. And what we believe is happening this week is the final stages of timeline being implemented. And if you're stuck with one of those timeline removers, you may find yourself blind to everything on Facebook. And if that happens, just please change your browser or try and delete that program and see if that helps. And again, we are experiencing publishing issues right now. There are messaging issues. There are newsfeed issues. It seems like a full-blown Facebook meltdown. But fortunately, Zuckerberg is one of the richest little bastards on the face of the planet, so maybe he's got some people that can actually fix it. That is what's going on with the little crisis, and it's been a while since we've had a full-blown Facebook or Zynga crisis. It's been at least a couple of months, so that's refreshing. But let's move on to other things. The silver battercorn, I just checked, and it is still in the market for 5 Farmville cash. You can send it or you can buy it, and apparently it looks like Farmville has decided to give us our send button back a few weeks ago. After the decision proved to be not very popular. It was an experiment on their part. It was noticed by everyone who played, and we've got it back. But if you go to your market now, search Silver Battercorn, you should be able to get actually buy it for 5 Farmville cash or send it to any friends of yours. I just tested it a few minutes ago, and it does still work. We are getting scattered reports that some people are being charged the full 30 Farmville cash. If that happens, please go to support and try and contact them and get your money back. We've heard it from just a few people. Rachel tested it earlier. I tested it a few minutes ago, and it only charged us 5 Farmville cash. We've also got actually new livestock and zoos for the Haunted Hollow Farm. And we still don't have a livestock for the Jade Falls, do we? I don't believe we do. And we've been asking for that for a while. But we've got the livestock and the zoo. You can build it for 1 coin and add the parts to it, or you can buy it for 30 Farmville cash. Yeah, don't ever do that. Don't waste good. Don't waste good Farmville cash. It's one of my rules. And you'll be able to put these on your Haunted Hollow Farm whenever they actually give us another coin expansion, which I would hope would be sometime soon. We also tonight found out we have a new market stall expansion, which now takes us up to 825 if you're fully expanded. And I think they wait until I delete all my parts before they do this, because every time I delete my parts and I get tired of waiting for another expansion, they do it the very next day, and I'm starting to get suspicious. I think I'm just going to delete my parts all the time and see if it'll happen, because I need more space. If you're like me, add the parts and you can go up to 825 bushels. And the leaderboards. As most of you know, you can go to the Dirt Farmer and search leaderboards, and you'll find a list of all the leaderboard events up until the end of the year, and they have changed. Earlier in the week, we reported 2 other challenges, and they've apparently changed to growing seedlings and whatever Let's Get Spooky is. It's probably growing pumpkins or whatnot. You can go to the Dirt Farmer and check out. Oh, I'm sorry. It's going up in spook points. So the more spook points you go up, the more you go up the leaderboard challenge. Yeah, that's a new one. They threw that one in on us. They recoded it, even though these were coded till December 31st, I believe. They actually changed this one to work with the Haunted Hollow Farm. And for those of you, this is very important with all the stuff going on right now. Take a look here. This is the Dirt Farmer's main page. You can access it by going to www.farmvilledirt.com. That's farmvilledirt.com. That's our main site, not to be confused with our Facebook fan page, not to be confused with Ask the Dirt Farmer or Farmville Legion, are 2 of our other sites. We Rock, which is the music site, and our little funny site, Johnny Bazinga. But this is our main, and Showcase as well, where you can show off pictures of your farm. This is our main off of Facebook site. This is where we post most of the current news and information. The Farmville fan page will keep you up to date on things that are happening almost up to the minute. Our admins circle the globe, and one of us are up at all times of the day, so our fan page can tell you the minute we have any kind of problems, and we try and do that around the clock. But this is our main page with the bulk of our information, and if you have a problem and you need to go to Farmville, please watch what I'm doing right here. Go to troubleshooting, take troubleshooting to support, Farmville support page. You click here, and that will take you to the page to actually access chat or email support for Farmville. And if you have not registered for the new version of support, it will walk you through how to do that as well. Again, my name is Locke Michaels. I'm the Dirt Farmer. I've been joined by the Dirt Farmer Rachel Klein Stevenson. She's with me in the control booth, and we're signing off now from the Dirt Farmer Studios in beautiful downtown Farmville. We hope this will help you tonight in your endeavors, and just hang tough, because Facebook's melting, and hopefully they'll rebuild it bigger and better. Thank you. Have a great night.